Hello, David here, and the project for today is replacing the battery on my Braun Slim Bar Folding Rechargeable LED light. This is marketed by Harbor Freight. Item number is 63958, and it has since been replaced by a 500 lumen light, model 59536. This one is only 390 lumens. But I really love it because it could get into really tight spaces when you're working in a car. It's got a flex head, so you could bend the head. It's got a really strong magnet on the end. The only thing I don't like about it is when you recharge it, you get a cord to plug in here, and the other end goes to a USB port. It charges rather slowly. It takes several hours, and then it doesn't have an overcharge feature, so you have to babysit it. There's a light behind here that's red when it's charging, and then it turns green when it stops charging. So you pretty much have to catch it when the light turns green and disconnect the charger. I don't know what happens if you overcharge. I don't know if it overheats or if it catches fire. But the battery's pretty easy to change. Just twist off the end cap. Single battery in there. It's a number 18650, 2200 milliamps, 3.7 volts. And I've got this replacement. I was looking all through Amazon for replacements, and there's a lot of replacements available, and the comments on the reviews are pretty spotty. Either people really like them, or they say they don't hold the charge, or they say the batteries are overrated. People have ability to measure the milliamps, and they say it doesn't match up. But anyway, I'll put the link to this purchase down in the description below. So the set comes with two batteries. I noticed that the positive end here doesn't have that little nib on the end, if you can see that. It's got a flat top on the positive end. I don't know if that means anything. And it comes with a charger where you can charge two batteries at one time. And this also has lights that turn from red to green when the charge is done. And the operating manual says nothing about overcharging. So I don't know if you could let this charge on its own and hopefully shut itself off, or do you have to babysit this too and disconnect it once the light turns from red to green? I don't know. I don't know if you could charge one battery at a time. I'll check that out. But anyway, let's see if it comes with a charge. Positive end goes in first. Does come with a charge. Second push of the button is a lower lumen. There's a light on the end here that's supposed to hit up when you hit the button 3 times. There it goes. Okay, plugging in the USB. I see the lights are green whether you got a battery in there or not. So, positive to the left. Okay, that light turned red, so you can charge one battery at a time. Okay, got them both in, both are charging. Make sure you dispose of the old battery properly. If you see a Tesla on the side of the road, just leave it on top of their car. I'm just kidding, right? So the cool thing about having two batteries is when I'm working in the shop and the battery dies, it would be pretty easy to switch over to the fresh battery and put the discharge battery in the charger. I noticed the new batteries are 3,500 milliamps and the old battery is 2,200 milliamps. So if the rating is accurate on the new batteries, I should get longer service life on the batteries. We'll find out. This has been charging for 6 hours and I still have red lights. Another thing about these lights is you have to look at them straight on to see the color. If you're off a little bit, can't see the light. Kind of odd, isn't it? Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'll leave one charging in here. Oh, did that just turn green? That just turned green. What I was going to say was I was going to charge it in the handle and run the cord into here. So that's a little bit more than 6 hours to charge these things. Maybe I need to reseat this one too. There you go. I reseated it. And it just turned green. So now they are both charged. I don't know if it's a problem with the way the battery was seated in the charger, or I just happened to hit it at the right time. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the light. I'm going to turn it on the highest power. Just leave it on, see how long it takes for the battery to discharge. To be fair about this charging test, I've been told that the USB outlet on this charging strip is a lower power. It's marked 2.4A. I don't know if it's 2.4 milliamps, but about 15 minutes before the 6-hour mark, 5 hours and 45 minutes, I got this plug. I plugged the USB into that, and I plugged it into a power outlet. So that will probably shorten the overall charging time. Reading the specs on the package, the run time on the high setting is 2.5 hours. So I have a fully charged battery here. It's been running for 10 hours. And the light is still on. Even though the last few hours the light's been kind of dim, it is still running, and I'm actually getting tired of babysitting it. I don't know how long it's going to run. I think I'm just going to leave it till the battery dies, and then I'm going to see how long it takes to charge it using the AC adapter. And I read the documentation on Amazon for the specifications for these new batteries. And they claim that this charger does have an overload feature, so you don't have to babysit it. You can just leave it go and let it charge on its own. That's a good thing. It's been 17 hours and this battery is still putting out a current. It's not a lot of current. I didn't put the studio lights on because it would wash out the light coming out of this flashlight. But you can see still some light coming out of there, and I'm getting tired. I'm going to bed. I'm just going to leave this on overnight, and hopefully when I wake up in the morning this battery will be fully dead, and then I could charge it again. So this morning the battery was completely drained. I put it in the charger by itself, and I used the AC adapter, and it took 8.5 hours to charge. And that's probably not a bad thing, because this is 3,500 milliamps. Old one is 2,200 milliamps. It's going to take longer to charge because of the increased capacity, but I'm going to get a good 6 hours of strong light out of this, even though it ran really long yesterday. After about 6 or 7 hours, there's just not that much light output. So when you need to get batteries for your product, get the most milliamps you can. I'm happy to have a powerful battery. I'm glad it's living up to its rating, or at least I think it's living up to its rating. Sure is a lot stronger than a 2,200 milliamp battery. I don't know the name of the manufacturer. Well, I do know the name, but I can't pronounce the name, so I'm going to put it in the description and probably in the title as well. I want to thank you guys and gals for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more great videos from David GPO.